But the first thing to understand is that, these are situations that occur to us and it leads us into kind of like a kind of negative vibration.
That
All
makes
right.
a lot of sense.
All right. So for the first one, what I want you guys to do is write the last thing down that, that you can remember where you got into a negative state. And you're basically like, you didn't want to be there, or you didn't want that happening, or something was going wrong. And I want you to flip it to gratitude. I want you to find something beneficial in that state. So for example, if say I was driving to work and I had to travel like an hour away, and I might be getting frustrated in traffic, that's what I would write down as my dissatisfaction. Like, I'm
Okay.
frustrated because of traffic, right?
Okay.
And then I want you to flip it. So I want you to be able to say, well, I have a car, I have a job, I'm positive today, I have really great relationships. Whatever it comes to your mind that thing is seeming so insignificant, I want you to flip it to that. So
Okay.
you guys can take a minute to do that. So let's go into one of these. Does anybody want to share one of the?
Okay. Why don't I share mine?
Okay.
So it actually something today that I would consider dissatisfaction while I was working on something really important with a deadline. The school called, and one of my sons had a stomach ache, and I had to go pick them up. And then, shortly after, I got another call from the school that one of my other sons was having some pain,
Okay,
and that I had to pick them up again. So I started getting a little, I don't know what the word is, not angry for sure, but like definitely not in a, it definitely took me out of my higher state.
So why did it take you out of your higher state? What was happening like when you got these calls? What was basically when you analyze the situation?
Well, I definitely didn't have any negative feelings towards the children or the school, but it was making me, I guess, anxious
Yes.
that I wouldn't be able to get the work that I needed done. And I
Okay,
had
so
a
then
deadline that day.
so basically the dissatisfaction of like having to go pick them up was basically related to a worry of not being able to get your work done.
Oh,
I see. So basically that would put pressure on the person, but we're going to go into doubts and fears next. But you can see that that type of feeling, like being dissatisfied about a situation, could be a little bit frustrating, a little bit nervousness that comes out because anxiousness is going to come in, anxiety about the future, and this is what basically somebody might fall down a rabbit hole of emotions after that, right? Just a one simple thing. And this happens all day long to people, right? Like, at work, they come home with the kids, spouses, right? So we want to be able to analyze and get into that state where we can really focus on flipping this. So how would you flip that when the school calls next? Like instantly, what you're going to say? So they're not
Maybe.
going to get into worry about your work.